Have you ever thought that the vegetables you eat every day could be the reason behind your unstable blood pressure, persistent joint pain, and restless sleep after turning 60? A study from the Arthritis Foundation revealed that there is up to an 83% higher risk of chronic inflammation in older adults when they eat the wrong kinds of vegetables. Even more concerning, 99% of people over the age of 60 in the United States have no idea that certain familiar vegetables can increase the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and kidney stones. This is not meant to scare you, but to show you that understanding and choosing the right vegetables could be the difference between a healthy day and one filled with fatigue, stiffness, and sluggish afternoons. Today, we are going to explore 4 types of vegetables you should eat every week to help reduce inflammation, stabilize your blood pressure, and improve your memory. At the same time, I will also share 4 vegetables that may seem harmless but are quietly disrupting your hormones, blood sugar, and digestive health. All of this is based on trusted scientific research from Harvard, Tufts, and other medical institutions, presented in a way that is clear and easy to understand. If you want to keep your body light, your mind sharp, and your heart strong each day, stay with me until the end of this video. It will be time well spent. 4 vegetables you should eat. After 60, 1. Purple cabbage, the silent warrior against inflammation and heart disease. If there is one vegetable that is affordable, easy to find, stores well, and carries powerful anti-inflammatory and heart protective benefits after the age of 60, it is purple cabbage. It is not just about its beautiful color. The signature purple of this vegetable comes from anthocyanins, a group of natural antioxidants that help neutralize free radicals, which are the main cause of premature cell aging and chronic inflammation. According to a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2020, older adults who regularly eat vegetables rich in anthocyanins, such as purple cabbage, have a 24% lower risk of developing heart disease compared to those who consume little of them. But it does not just benefit the heart. This vegetable also supports digestive health, something many people over 60 begin to struggle with. Thanks to its high fiber content and natural prebiotics, purple cabbage helps nourish a healthy gut microbiome, which in turn boosts immunity and reduces bloating and indigestion, common complaints after meals in older adults. To get the full benefits of purple cabbage, you should eat it raw or cook it at low temperatures, since anthocyanins can break down when overcooked. A simple purple cabbage salad mixed with apple cider vinegar, olive oil, and a few chia seeds can be a great starter. You can also lightly stir fry it with garlic and turmeric. This combination not only tastes delicious, but also doubles the anti-inflammatory effects. If you often feel aches and pains, bloating, or notice that your blood pressure tends to rise with age, just a few leaves of purple cabbage each week can spark changes from within. Now, what do you think is the second vegetable that can naturally improve blood sugar without medication? Let's continue. 2. Okra, lower blood sugar and protect memory. Many older adults often skip okra because they find it slimy or hard to eat. But you might be surprised to learn that this so-called unpleasant vegetable could actually be a lifesaver for your blood sugar, memory, and even your joints. If used correctly, okra contains a special type of fiber called mucilage, which gives it that slimy texture when cooked. This very compound slows down the absorption of sugar in the intestines, helping to stabilize blood sugar levels effectively. A study published in the journal Food Science and Nutrition in 2021 showed that after just 8 weeks of eating okra daily, participants reduced their fasting blood sugar levels by an average of 20%. This result is comparable to the effects of some multiple diabetes medications. Okra is not just good for blood sugar, It also contains quercetin and flavonoids, which are antioxidants that protect nerve cells. After the age of 60, the brain tends to slow down, memory fades more easily, and focus becomes harder to maintain. These compounds act as a natural shield to help keep your mind clear and alert. In addition, okra is rich in vitamin K, which is essential for bone health, and folate, which supports red blood cell production and boosts daily energy. The best ways to prepare okra include lightly steaming, making soup, or roasting at high heat. Avoid frying to preserve its nutritional value. If you want to reduce the sliminess, soak the okra in diluted vinegar for about 30 minutes before cooking. A bowl of roasted okra with olive oil and a pinch of sea salt is not only delicious, but also helps regulate your blood sugar without the need for medication. Have you ever noticed your memory becoming fuzzy after each episode of high blood pressure? You might be missing something very simple: better circulation. And that is exactly the role of the next vegetable. 3. Beets. Open up blood vessels and boost memory. More than just a beautiful root vegetable, beets are a natural remedy for people over 60 thanks to their ability to dilate blood vessels, support heart health, and enhance brain circulation. These three factors are essential as age slowly wears down physical strength. Beets contain high levels of natural nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide. This compound helps relax blood vessel walls, lowering blood pressure and improving blood flow. A study published by Hypertension Research in 2019 found that drinking beet juice for just 4 weeks reduced systolic blood pressure in older adults by an average of 11 points. This not only benefits the heart, but also increases blood flow to the brain, improving memory and reducing dizziness and balance issues. Additionally, beets are rich in beta-alanes, a group of powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that help ease joint pain, soothe soft tissues, and support liver detoxification. For those who often feel fatigued, have swollen joints, or wake up frequently at night, signs that the liver and kidneys may be overworked, adding beets to daily meals can bring noticeable relief within weeks. You can roast, steam, or blend beets with apples and ginger to make a circulation-boosting smoothie. If you are short on time, pre-cooked packaged beets are also a convenient option. Just half a beet per day may lead to deeper sleep, brighter skin, and steadier steps. And if there is a vegetable that can help prevent osteoporosis while also helping you remember your grandchild's name after the age of 70, it would be the final item on this list. 4. Kale. The all-in-one vegetable for your eyes, heart, and brain. If there is one vegetable that truly deserves to be called a superfood for aging, it is kale. This deep green leafy vegetable packs a nutritional punch far beyond what its humble appearance might suggest. What is remarkable about kale is that it does not just benefit one part of the body, it supports the brain, heart, eyes, bones, and even hormonal balance, all areas that tend to decline after the age of 60. Kale is especially rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants from the carotenoid group that are concentrated in the retina and the brain. A study published in the journal Neurology in 2020 found that older adults who consumed high levels of lutein and zeaxanthin experienced memory decline 32% slower than those who consumed less. This means you are more likely to remember loved ones' names, stay focused when reading, and lower your risk of neurodegenerative conditions. Beyond brain and eye health, kale is packed with vitamin K. Just 1 cup provides over 600% of your daily requirement, which helps keep your bones strong and prevents artery calcification, one of the hidden causes of stroke in seniors. Kale also contains magnesium and potassium, which help regulate heart rhythm and balance blood pressure. These are key factors in maintaining a strong body and stable mood. However, if you have thyroid issues, you should not eat too much raw kale, as it contains goitrogens that may interfere with thyroid hormones. Try lightly sautéing it with olive oil and garlic, cooking it into soup, or making baked kale chips with a pinch of sea salt. If you have ever felt dizzy, had trouble remembering things, or experienced mild headaches and joint pain, kale might be the quiet companion your body has been needing. And believe it or not, just a few leaves a day can make a big difference in your health throughout your golden years. But not all vegetables are your friends. Some that seem completely harmless may actually be damaging your blood sugar, heart, and kidneys. So which ones are they? For vegetables, you should avoid eating too much after 60. 1. Corn. Sweet but quietly pushes you into the danger zone. For many people, corn is a nostalgic, familiar food, often considered a simple comfort and a staple in family meals. However, for those over the age of 60, corn is no longer the safe option it once seemed. This is especially true for people showing signs of prediabetes, high blood pressure, or slow but steady weight gain. Corn may be a silent culprit. The reason lies in its high glycemic index GI, which means that after eating it, your blood sugar spikes quickly, causing the pancreas to release a surge of insulin. When this process happens repeatedly, the body gradually becomes less responsive to insulin, a condition known as insulin resistance. This paves the way for prediabetes, belly fat, and metabolic disorders. According to a 2020 study published in Diabetes Care, older adults who regularly consume high GI vegetables like corn have a 46% higher risk of developing insulin resistance. On top of that, many modern varieties of corn are bred to contain more natural sugar, or come in canned form with corn syrup and preservatives, which only worsen the issue. After 60, the heart and kidneys begin to lose efficiency in regulating blood pressure and filtering waste. This means large blood sugar swings put serious strain on these already sensitive organs. If you still enjoy corn, eat only a small amount, preferably grilled or lightly boiled, without adding butter or salt. Completely avoid canned corn, creamed corn, or buttered popcorn. Instead, consider switching to lower GI vegetables like zucchini, spinach, or cauliflower. They are not only safer but also more nutritious. Have you ever felt drained after a full dinner, full in the belly but low on energy? It might be because of the next root vegetable you always assumed was harmless. 2. Potatoes. A blood sugar trap disguised as a familiar favorite. There may be no root vegetable more common than potatoes in everyday meals. French fries, mashed potatoes, potato soup, they are familiar and convenient, but after the age of 60, potatoes are no longer just a filling food. They become a serious test for your heart, pancreas, and even brain circulation. Potatoes have an extremely high glycemic index, especially when fried or mashed. This means that eating a serving of fries or mashed potatoes can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, triggering a strong insulin response, followed by a sharp drop in blood sugar. That drop leaves you feeling sleepy, fatigued, or even irritable without knowing why. According to a large-scale study published in BMJ in 2016, people who ate potatoes 4 times a week had a 33% higher risk of developing high blood pressure. Potatoes also contain almost no antioxidants, have very little fiber unless eaten with the skin, and are often prepared in harmful ways, fried in reused oil, heavily salted, or mixed with butter and cheese. In addition to damaging blood sugar control, potatoes cooked at high temperatures produce a chemical called acrylamide, Research has linked this compound to inflammation of blood vessels and long-term nerve damage. If you are currently taking blood pressure medications or diuretics, the added salt from processed potato dishes can be the tipping point. The advice here is not to eliminate potatoes completely, but to treat them as an occasional side dish rather than a weekly staple. Instead, try sweet potatoes. They are lower in sugar, richer in antioxidants, and less likely to cause insulin spikes. Next, we will look at a purple vegetable that many believe is a best friend to older adults, but may actually be causing slow, silent inflammation day by day. Have you noticed it? 3. Eggplant. Beautiful but harmful if used the wrong way. Its glossy skin and smooth purple color often make people believe that eggplant is a healthy vegetable, but behind that attractive surface is a group of natural alkaloids, including solanine and nasunin, that can irritate nerves, increase soft tissue inflammation, and damage the digestive tract in older adults if consumed regularly or prepared improperly. A study published in Frontiers in Pharmacology in 2021 clearly stated that the alkaloids found in eggplant can increase oxidative stress and interfere with neurotransmission. This makes older adults more prone to joint pain, muscle fatigue, dizziness, or digestive discomfort after meals. On top of that, eggplant contains oxalates, which can crystallize into kidney stones. As kidney function naturally declines with age, the body becomes less efficient at filtering out oxalates, increasing the risk of painful and dangerous kidney stones. It does not end there. Eggplant is often cooked by deep frying, which causes it to absorb large amounts of oil and become an inflammation trap for those with joint issues. Hot oil combined with alkaloids creates an environment that promotes widespread inflammation, affecting blood vessels, the heart, and even memory. If you enjoy eating eggplant, choose safer methods like light roasting, peeling, soaking in salted water, then steaming or making soup. Completely avoid greasy fried eggplant or heavily spiced stir-fry dishes. Still, it is best to limit your eggplant intake to no more than once a week and prioritize vegetables that are richer in nutrients and carry fewer risks. Do you use canned tomatoes for soup, sauces, or pasta? Be careful. That habit may be quietly disrupting your hormones, blood pressure, and heart rhythm. 4. Canned tomatoes, a chemical trap disguised as a convenient food. No one can deny that fresh tomatoes are a healthy food, but canned tomatoes, especially those packed in tin cans lined with chemicals, are among the most dangerous choices for older adults if used frequently. The main issue lies in the chemical lining of these cans, which contains BPA bisphenol A. BPA is an endocrine disruptor that interferes with hormone balance, affects cardiovascular health, and can even influence mood. When tomatoes and acidic fruit are canned, their acid causes the BPA to leach into the food. You absorb it every time you open a can. A study published in Environmental Research in 2020 found that people with high levels of BPA in their blood had a 91% higher risk of developing heart disease. For older adults, whose hormone systems are weakening and whose liver detox function is slowing down, frequent exposure to BPA becomes a ticking time bomb for heart, kidney, and brain health. It does not stop there. Canned tomatoes often contain very high levels of sodium, which is harmful for those with high blood pressure, nighttime urination, swollen ankles, or lower back pain caused by fluid retention. A single can of tomato sauce can contain 500 to 700 milligrams of salt, almost 1/3 of the recommended daily intake. The most important advice: completely avoid regular canned tomatoes. Instead, choose tomato sauce packaged in glass jars labeled BPA-free, Or make your own using roasted fresh tomatoes with olive oil and garlic. It is not only tastier, but also much safer. You may have never thought that your health could change simply from a plate of vegetables. But after the age of 60, even the smallest things, like which vegetables you choose to eat, can make a big difference in how you sleep, how steady you feel when walking, or even how easily you remember your loved ones' names in the morning. Purple cabbage, okra, beets, and kale are not just vegetables. They are natural remedies that help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, support memory, and keep your heart rhythm steady. Meanwhile, vegetables that seem harmless like corn, potatoes, eggplant, and canned tomatoes may silently damage your hormones, blood sugar, and blood vessels, especially if eaten too often or prepared the wrong way. I am not asking you to change everything overnight, but you can start gently. Replace just one item at dinner and see how you feel. Maybe it is skipping a bowl of mashed potatoes and adding a spoonful of sautéed kale. You might notice deeper sleep, a calmer stomach, and lighter steps in the morning. If you found today's message helpful, please subscribe to the channel so you will not miss upcoming content on nutrition, herbal remedies, and simple exercises made especially for those over 60. We will continue walking with you step by step on the journey to living healthier and more fully each day. And what about you? Were you surprised by any of the vegetables on today's list? Leave a comment below. I would love to hear your honest thoughts and personal stories.